welcome to the third episode or installment, whatever you want to call it, of the Let Loose podcast. I'm here with Derek1713. What's going on, Derek?
Hi.
Hi. Very vague hi. Today, we're going to start it off with hatred. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to talk about the guy I despise the most in life. No, it's not the Pauls. It is our president, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Our president of the United States is our first topic. It is... Hi, Ashley. Our first topic on this is Trump. Never thought I'd ever say that in my life, but I thought I'd be talking about Trump in a video. But if you guys don't know, when did this happen? Like 2 days ago, Derek? The ICE?
What?
Yeah, so like 2 days ago.
When he got deported?
What ends up happening is this, I believe he's Mexican. He gets deported by ICE. ICE is an immigration service. Hi, Adrian. It's an immigration service. Yeah.
Deporting illegal immigrant service. The difference.
So this man had been living, I believe, in Missouri or Mississippi for about 30 years. He had been here for 30 years. He had a family. He had a wife. He had kids. And he got deported. Now, nobody knows why. He has no criminal record. He did nothing wrong. He got deported. That's all we know. So, this made a lot of people cry. I first watched this in class, and it was pretty sad. Not even pretty sad, it's just disgusting. The fact that this is actually something that's going on. So if you guys don't know, Trump is planning to take away DACA, and that gets passed through in March. If you guys don't know, Obama created DACA to protect illegal immigrants, right? So if it gets taken away, all illegal immigrants who are not documented by the U.S. are going to be deported. So...
Well, he did. He did deport illegal immigrants, but he did it at least like a fair way. So like an actual legal immigrant, not like a terrorist. Not everybody's a terrorist according to Trump.
That's upsetting because the man hadn't done anything. That is true. The man did not do anything. We got to keep that key point in mind, and he's just getting deported from his family. Here's the problem with Trump, right? Is that Trump believes as if that all illegal immigrants are terrible, that they're taking our jobs, that they're horrible people because that they're illegally coming here. But why do you, like, my teacher brought up this good point on how this guy, right, America is built on immigrants. Like, New York was built on immigrants. There's a lot of places in America that were built on illegal immigrants coming to New York to make better life for themselves.
Not illegal, just immigrants in general.
Yeah, alright, just immigrants, yeah. Coming here to make a better life for themselves. And here we have this man who, for the sole purpose of thinking that these guys are taking away our jobs and doing things that they shouldn't be doing, he's going to take them away from their family. Why do you feel the need to do that? These people came here because they didn't have great lives. They didn't have like ideal lives that people would like to have. So they came here to what's supposed to be the greatest nation in the world. But yet we're known for separating families because our president doesn't understand. So my thoughts is, Trump, you are taking away many people's livelihoods and their families for the sole purpose of you thinking that they're not supposed to be here. But be honest, the nation, the country that you are in charge of running, you're taking away the sole people that built this country from the ground up. And you're gonna sit there and say, oh, you know what? This guy did something bad. This guy doesn't have papers. This guy doesn't deserve to be here. And he was just taking care of his family, and he just wanted a good life for his... Exactly. Why do most people come here? Because this is the place where most people can provide. I think. They can provide for their family. This is one of the main places where you can provide for your family. I mean, like, you're gonna sit there and just take away people's livelihoods because you feel as if they're not supposed to be here. That is a terrible presidential decision on your part. Like, you don't need to separate families based on unfactual judgments. You don't have there's no criminal record on this guy. There's no criminal records on, I bet you all the people that Trump's gonna deport once DACA goes away, there's like no criminal record on any of them. I can tell you that right now. There probably isn't. About 95% of the people he's gonna deport, I can tell you right now that they don't have any criminal record on them. I can tell you that right now. So, Trump is just taking away people's livelihoods and taking them away from their families for no reason. He's just taking them away because he just thinks that they don't deserve to be. Like, America's the land of the free. Let people be free, man. And if they don't have papers, give them the opportunity to get papers. Don't just take them away automatically and not give them the opportunity that is promised. This country promises to be the land of the free and the land where people can make an opportunity for themselves. So, there you go. That's my thoughts on it. Trump, Derek, if you have any thoughts you want to say, because I didn't know I took it all over, so if you have any thoughts on what happened in Trump and everything, the floor is now yours while I look at Snapchat messages real quick. So, Derek, go ahead.
I think he has many opportunities for other people to like him, but he's just taking the wrong direction. That's why he gets a lot of hate. Just like how he built up all this racism at the start before he got elected. Oh, I'm gonna build a wall.
Okay, so our next point, because I didn't really get onto this a lot, was the H&M thing. I didn't really get into it a lot, and I got some new information today. Wait. So what ends up happening is wait. Oh yeah, so what ends up happening is this H&M did a commercial from some hoodies, right? Seems harmless, right? Nothing can go wrong. But see, again, this is life, and everything can go wrong. So, they put a kid of color in a hoodie that says the words "coolest monk in the jungle." Now, I think you guys are smart enough to understand why people are not particularly happy about this. He's got to take an advantage of being president and making rules that should not be made. That is true. There is a lot of rules that he is making that should not be made, and I do agree with that. I do agree with that a lot. So, they put this kid in a hoodie that says "coolest monk in the jungle," right? Now, obviously, you guys understand how wrong that is. Hopefully you guys understand. So, obviously, this is wrong. I mean, obviously, they didn't know about the ramifications of what could happen, but, like, they must have thought, you're putting a kid of color in a monkey that says in a hoodie that says "coolest monkey in the jungle," so, and you know that that's like a racial term towards people of color, right? So there you go. But so apparently, people in South Africa, where the population is mostly people of color, no racism, half of them are like, okay, this was a mistake, there's nothing really wrong with that. However, there is a side that's like, that is arguing this is wrong and that this should not stand. But here's the problem. For people who don't understand, right, there is a lot of racism going on in this world. People think that, oh, after civil rights, it's all over, man, we're all equal. Nope. There is no way that we're equal. I mean, look at our president, for example, and what he's doing with DACA and ICE and what I mentioned earlier. If that doesn't give you a clear indication as to how racism has not changed in any shape or form, then yeah, just take a look more. So, I think what we need to do, what people need to do when they're advertising things, is be careful with the people that they're putting into the advertisement, because you don't know how people might perceive it, because you're putting an advertisement to advertise your company or your brand because you want people to get invested and buy your brand and buy like the things that you're trying to advertise. You need to be careful with what you do and who you put into that role of advertising, because you don't know how people are going to see it. Because this obviously pissed off a lot of people, because this calling a person of color a monkey is a very racial term. Now, they may have not realized this till they actually put the hoodie on the kid of color and then posted it or recorded it. But for the future, I think stores and any advertising promotions need to be careful with what they advertise and who they choose to advertise it, because you don't know how people are going to see it. You don't know if people are going to be offended by what you put out. So just always be careful with what you put out there, because you don't know how somebody else could see it. You don't know how somebody else will take it, because one side may say, oh, this isn't wrong, you know, that not everybody, this isn't really wrong, but you also got to take into consideration the other side that say this is very wrong and this is very offensive, because you have to take it both sides to every argument. You have to look at it as if one side may like it, but one side may not like it, and you have to take into consideration the opinions of everybody that is considering buying or taking investment into your product, because you want the most possible money and investment into your products by people. So you got to make sure that you listen to both sides. It's like giving an Arabic kid a shirt that says you're the bomb. Exactly. So you always have to be careful with who you put into certain positions, because again, you don't know how people are going to see it. You don't know what their situation is. So you always got to be careful with what you put onto your advertisement. So again, Derek, we're gonna leave it again to you. What are your thoughts once again?
No thoughts.
No thoughts? No thoughts?
No thoughts.
No thoughts, huh?
Nope.
No thoughts by Derek, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so our next topic, I'm trying to think of any newsworthy topics here, because I don't want to go into wrestling, because I'm going to have I was like, oh, there is something that's going to happen. So for the 10th episode special, which is coming in 7 weeks, around there, we are going to have my friend Knife IG, aka my friend George, on here. And in school, we're very negative, right? So,
Yeah.
you know, so there's going to be a lot of negativity going on. Trust me.
Anything else? Any more topics?
I'm trying to think of stuff that's going on that we could talk about. Oh, okay, yeah. YouTube. Yeah, let's talk about YouTube. So YouTube, they added a new partner program where
Sponsor.
it's called the partner program, where basically to get ads on your videos, you have to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 view time on YouTube. Alright, hold up, JD. I'll invite you after this. So what will end up happening is, actually, this is not even that bad of an idea, because obviously this was made to like conflict with the Logan Paul situation. And I mean, it's not even, I actually think it's a good idea, because 1,000 subs you could get fairly quickly if you're consistent and you make content that is appealing to the eye of viewers. And 4,000 hours of view time, like, not like you get viewed 4,000 hours, but you watch YouTube for 4,000 hours. That's actually not that bad, because a lot of people spend time on YouTube. So this is actually a good way, because for all those smaller channels, that it would be more relatively harder for them to be getting ads off of their videos, which is what gives people money off of YouTube. Then it would be more easier for you to gain a little bit of money, because at least you won't have to go through the whole process of having to be a big YouTuber with all these millions and millions of subscribers. And it would be just great overall for the smaller YouTubers that don't have as much fortune and success as the higher ups, so to speak, on YouTube. So I think that YouTube did really well on this. Oh, how many people have to watch it? Okay. Well, I mean, I think it's still fair, because I mean, it doesn't make it as harder to get ads on your videos as it used to be. So I think YouTube is really right on this. And speaking of YouTube, I didn't touch on this. I did not touch on this a couple weeks ago, but YouTube did respond. They actually had a formal response. I didn't mention the formal response on YouTube, like what YouTube said to Logan Paul.
Yeah, they took away one of his other projects.
Yeah, I did not mention that. I did not mention that. So I'm gonna go, guys. Wait. I'm not gonna go, but I'm gonna go find YouTube's response real quick, guys, to the Logan Paul thing, because I never read it out. So Derek, if you want to say your thoughts on YouTube new thing, or you don't have any thoughts.
To clear it all up, the new YouTube promo thing, like the new service that they added, it's like a new how would you say, a new program for all, not for all, but for most small YouTubers to actually, and for like the eyes of the community or the fans in general. Since it's YouTube, it's not that much you can do, unlike Twitch, which is a streaming program where you can get all these sponsorships, which now really helps a lot of streamers on YouTube as well, since it has to do with sponsorships, with not everybody, but the eyes of the community can actually donate and help continue to support their favorite content creator, and won't see them gone.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright. So now I'm gonna read you all. So this was tweeted on January 9th. I'm gonna read you guys YouTube's response to Logan Paul. Now, if you guys don't know, Logan Paul is under fire for showing a dead body of a suicide victim on video. And yeah, that's why he's taking a break. That's why he hasn't posted, so that's why he's taking a break. So, YouTube starts off by saying, an open letter to our community. Many of you have been frustrated with our lack of communication recently. You're right to be. You deserve to know what's going on. Like many others, we were upset by the video that was shared last week. Suicide is not a joke, nor should it ever be a driving force for views. As Anna Akeen put it perfectly, that body was a person someone loved. You do not walk into a suicide forest with a camera and claim mental health awareness. We expect more of the creators who build their community on YouTube, as we sure you do too. The channel violated our community guidelines. We acted accordingly, as we are looking into further consequence. It's taking us a long time to respond, but we've been listening to everything you've been saying. We know that the actions of one creator can affect the entire community, so we'll have more to share soon on steps we're taking to ensure the video like this is never circulated again. There is one flaw in this entire open letter. We acted accordingly. You even said it yourself, YouTube. You took a long time to respond to this. You never deleted the video. Logan did. You did not take full action until you realized how bad of the situation it was, and until people started to tell you, which is wrong on your part. But I do appreciate obviously the consequences included Logan Paul being loose from his Google partnership, which means that Google advertisements don't put advertisements on his videos. They're cutting about 50% of his advertising revenue, and his YouTube, like his movie projects, have been put on hold and things like that, so it won't be coming out as soon. So what do I have to say to that? I think it's absolutely fair, except for the ad revenue. And no, the ad revenue is fair. The YouTube Red is not fair, because Logan Paul was in the middle of The Thinning 2, which was a sequel to the movie that came out in 2016, which was hit big numbers for YouTube Red. Many people subscribed to YouTube Red after that movie. So that one is actually kind of wrong on YouTube's part, because Logan Paul was generating a lot of money towards YouTube Red, which is what they're trying to push across, is go to YouTube Red for more content and things like that. So that one's wrong. But I do agree with their punishments. I like the fact that YouTube realized their mistake. They owned up to it. And they wanted to be better. They wanted, YouTube supports the stuff, the videos with a lot of views. That's how the algorithm works. I know that. But see, here's my thing. I do like the fact that YouTube did listen, and at least they did respond. Because they could have just not responded at all. They could have just left the situation as it was with no action taken against Logan Paul. And it would have been even worse for them, because people would have been even more pissed. But at least they took it upon themselves to go and actually respond to the situation and try and find consequences that were not too extreme, but fair for the punishment. That were fair. So alright, I'm gonna sound corny, but my teacher uses this all the time. I'm not. No, I was gonna say. She says, "Does the punishment fit the crime?" Oh my god, I just actually said a school thing on my podcast. Oh my god. But yeah, I think the punishment does fit the crime for Logan because Logan did screw up not even pretty badly. It was horrendous how badly he screwed up. But although they didn't act right away, they did act in a professional manner, and they did try to look in. At least they responded and said, exactly, that's my point. At least they responded because it's YouTube. They own it. They didn't have to respond, but at least they realized the severity of his mistake. They realized that if they didn't do something, it was going to be even more backlash, not just for Logan, but for YouTube itself. YouTube could have been greatly affected. Its community and all its creators could have been affected even more by just one singular creator. So at least they did respond, and they did put out a statement that gave us many hope that Logan Paul would be taken down for his actions. So YouTube, I do thank you for that. Derek, your thoughts? Did YouTube do right on this or no?
I think YouTube could have done a better job for the punishment. I feel like they shouldn't take off the ad revenue because there's still more people. And like due to his life, I think he does deserve the money to support himself. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, so Justin, you asked what our topics were. We talked about the man who was deported by ICE, a little bit of ranting on Trump. We went more in depth on the H&M situation, and we just went more in depth on YouTube's response to Logan Paul and the suicide video. Now, what do we got going on now? Frick. I'm trying to think. What else has happened? I mean, there's not really much. Is that it? Really everything? No. I mean, dude, I'm trying to think of something right now. Because I could literally just go into wrestling right now. And then I'd be here for another freaking 45 minutes if I talked about wrestling. But I don't want to do that. Because not everybody likes wrestling. Even though I'm showing wrestling video game. Because I want this podcast to be live. So if you guys have any topics that you guys know that you guys want me to talk about, or if you know what? Let's do a Q&A. If you guys want to, Net Nobody's birthday was on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Net Nobody. If you guys want to ask me questions, I can answer them. If you guys want to ask Derek questions, I don't know if he'll answer them. But, you know, just, you know, at this point, just ask us questions. That's why I like doing it live. So in case I run out of ideas, I could just go to the chat, see if you guys have any questions, and then just, you know, ask them. Because, you know, I always think of I always get screwed up in ideas anyway.
Okay, I'm back. So what are we talking about now?
I was just gonna say, because I ran out of things to talk about, so I just said if the chat wants to ask one of us anything, I know what you can do. What, JD? Oh God, let's see what JD can do. How's it going, my dude? So yeah, you guys can just ask us questions.
Adonis is 9 years old.
My favorite color is blue. My favorite color is blue. What's my favorite game? My favorite game right now is Fortnite, but my favorite game of all time would either be Castle Crashers or WWE 2K14. Those would be my favorite games of all time. Blue's my favorite color.
Castle Crashers is actually a game. Yeah.
So, what else can we talk about?
That's the one thing that, whatever.
I don't really play game, and to be honest, only roll. Who's your favorite wrestler besides AJ? My favorite wrestler besides AJ in the WWE would be Braun Strowman.
Oh yeah, dude.
Braun Strowman's amazing. He's freaking nice. He's amazing. Braun Strowman.
He's a brawler. You see? Like, he's that one person that you don't want to talk to. He's like the true monster, man. He's amazing. What if I died? Adrian, if you died, I'd be sad because you're nice. And I would come to your funeral. That's a very deep question. I would just go to your funeral. I don't know how I feel. I feel shocked.
Also, like, guys in the chat who go to our school, there is something that you... stuff.
No,
nothing happened. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. We'll talk about it in a year. Yeah. Nothing happened, ladies and gentlemen. Nothing can be said. You guys already know what I mean. Nothing can be said about it. So don't even mention it. Don't even say anything. Because you guys exactly know what happened. You can't mention it. Nothing happened. We'll talk about it in a year.
Knows.
We'll talk about it in a year. So
Most
yeah.
of chat knows.
Yeah, exactly. Because they're from our school. But nothing happened, guys. That's all we gotta say. Nothing happened. We can't tell you guys.
And if you do mention it, your message will be deleted in chat.
Yeah, your message will. That's why Derek is in the chat to delete any message. Nothing, JD. I am under no authority to mention it. I can't say. I'm not allowed to. I literally am not allowed to. I have no authority to say it. I can't. I would get in serious trouble if I mentioned it. So, nothing happened. Your message will be deleted by Derek. Alright, move on. Let's just move on because I got really serious really quickly. So, you are just choosing not to. No. Derek, am I being honest, right? I'm under no authority. I can't mention it at all.
No.
Exactly. I am not allowed to say anything at all. I really can't. I know, right? I'm under authority. I can't. JD, I literally can't tell you. I'm not allowed to. I'm under no authority to mention it. See, this is what I don't mention.
But you will know in a year.
Says who?
That's for sure.
My teachers and higher ups. That's it.
I'm just
It's
kidding,
personal, pretty much.
Know.
Yeah. I'm under no authority to say it. There'll be nothing. I can't say anything. At a later date, it will all be revealed in an autobiography called The Told All. But yeah. So any more questions? Oh my god.
Right.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they do, JD. They do watch my streams. Alright, Derek, you want to ask me a question since you're here?
Let me think.
Nobody died. I can tell you that. Nobody died.
No one died. Or maybe someone did. No one know.
Yeah, maybe. Did someone get stabbed? Maybe. That could be.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Did Scooby-Doo know? Did SpongeBob come? No one knows.
No. Was someone raped? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. For all we know, that could have been the case. We don't know the full details.
Imagine? SpongeBob came to our school?
Like the actual SpongeBob, not even a guy in a costume. Okay, now we're going completely outside. Whose family died? Nobody's family died. That's not even that. No. I mean, not that we know. I mean, something could have actually happened. Not that we know. But yeah.
What else is in the news?
Let's see what else can we talk about. Worldwide news.
You heard it, Don? I don't think there's nothing actually like tremendous this week.
I mean, yeah, this week is jumping news. So I guess if we don't have anything, those are the three main topics. I wanted to elaborate more on YouTube's response. What else? I wanted to talk about the ice because that was really... Oh, wait, there is one more thing. It didn't happen this week, but neither did the Logan Paul response. This actually, I watched it in class too. I never really talked about it, but Oprah, she had her, speech.
A long time ago, though. But,
I know, but I never really talked about it, and I want to get into it. So, Oprah did a freaking amazing speech at the Golden Globe Awards. She was the first African-American woman to win a Golden Globe. Jesus Christ. Messed that up pretty badly.
It's so hard to say Golden Globe.
I know, right? But yeah. So, she was the first, and her speech was basically trying to talk about how there's still hope in the world. You know, with even though the fact that Trump's president and all these things are going on with abuse, rape, and all the other things. And I do agree with that because this world, that's all we need in life right now is hope. I haven't watched the speech yet, but I will after this live. Yeah. Go search it up. Go search up Oprah Golden Globes 2018. It is really, really strong. It was #1 trending for a while on YouTube. It was so freaking good. And it just gave us more hope because what's going on, Ivex? Welcome to the stream.
I'm running for president. She might become president. Yeah.
If Oprah runs for president and The Rock doesn't, then Oprah's my choice.
The Rock?
The Rock could actually run for president. He's thinking about it. But yeah, so I think Oprah's speech really gave us the one thing that we were missing ever since Trump became president, which is hope. Because once Trump became president, we all lost hope that this world was doomed, that everybody who came here to have great lives was going to be taken away. Everything that we loved as our country was going to be taken away by this one man. But Oprah's speech really gave us hope to say, you know what, maybe there is a God, maybe there is a man that can help us. Maybe there is hope in the world. Maybe there is the light. And I do agree with what she said, that we just got to keep on hoping and keep on fighting. And Oprah's speech is amazing. So go search it out, guys. Oprah Winfrey speech, Golden Globes 2018. Search it up on YouTube. It is great. You guys should give it a watch. Derek, your thoughts on the speech before we close out the podcast?
Any more questions, chat?
Okay, you're not going to say your thoughts?
Oh, my thoughts.
Alright.
Yeah, I think that is true and not true.
Okay, elaborate more on that, because I don't...
I think it's not true due to the people that voted for Trump. They still believe and have hope, even though there's so much hate in the community. I feel like they just, like, taking the wrong direction due to, like, how many bad things that has happened to the United States as a country, with other interactions of others like the Middle East, Asia, and yeah.
Okay, so alright, hold on, let me unmute this kid. Guys, it's Caleb. Caleb is here, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Alright, so you say you had a question. I heard you through Derek's mic. What's your question, kid?
Oh god.
Oh yeah, he said there's more than one Oprah, so...
Is there more than one Oprah, like, in terms of, like, people that can make me hope?
No, just in
like,
general.
No.
And actually, Oprah.
No, it's only one Oprah.
There's only one Oprah.
The one that made you get a
Alright, Caleb, before we close it out, since we have you here, what are we want your thoughts on the Trump thing with ICE and then Oprah. So go ahead. Say your thing on Trump first.
Oh, wait. Hold up.
So I want, so
I'm
you
in the
see
middle of a gunfight, there's 7 people alive.
Okay, just quickly say your thoughts on Trump and thing, because we gotta close this out anyway. Quickly.
He had a, like, it's been difficult years being president.
It's only been like a year.
Yeah, I don't really know that much.
Do you think what he did is, do you think what he's doing is wrong?
Obviously.
Alright, what are your thoughts on Oprah? Do you think that she inspired you to give you more hope for this world?
Definitely did.
I don't think so, in a way, because it's only verbally that she's saying this. Maybe there is something that can actually stop her in certain situations. Like, I don't know, she has lung cancer and she has to stop because all she has to. But the good thing is that in other people's minds, she can actually change someone's opinions. Not everybody's just at least one enough just to make a difference in the world. That's all I think.
All right, and Ashley brought up a good point. Ashley brought up a good point. There's always a good side. There's always a good side to a bad situation. That's true. In this case, there's always the people that are going to inspire people to hope. And there's always the people that are going to believe that Trump is the freaking God and that he's going to make America great again, which he isn't. He's making America worse. So yeah, those are my final thoughts.
This is all opinions.
This is all opinions. You guys are allowed to generate your own opinions. So yeah, thank you for
comments.
Yep, thank you to Derek1713 for joining me throughout this whole podcast. Thank you to Caleb, aka Salty, and Miss Mendoza's watching this, which I know you are. For joining us towards the end. If you guys enjoyed, please click that like button. Please click that like button and subscribe if you are new to the channel. There might be a Fortnite stream later on, and I will catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, guys. Thank you.